He had always been cold, untouchable, the kind of man who made decisions without thinking twice. When she told him she was pregnant, he laughed a cruel, hollow sound and walked away, leaving her alone with the life growing inside her. 3 years passed. She raised their daughter quietly, shielding her from the man who had refused to claim them. But one day, destiny forced their paths to cross. And when the little girl, eyes wide with innocent hope, whispered a word that shattered his pride, he realized the weight of what he had lost forever. It had been 3 long years since Adam had turned his back on Maya. He remembered that day clearly, her tear-streaked face, trembling hands, and the words that made his chest tightened not with compassion, but with fear. "I'm pregnant," she had said softly, almost shyly. Adam had stared at her, emotionless, before shrugging and saying, "This isn't my problem." And just like that, he walked out of her life, leaving behind a whirlwind of heartbreak she would endure alone. Maya's life after Adam was a storm of challenges. She had no family nearby to support her, and friends were scarce. Unwilling to get involved in the scandal of a single mother, every day became a battle balancing work, school, and caring for the little life that had no father figure. She named her daughter Amara, after the morning she realized she would never be alone again. Amara became her world, her heartbeat, and the light in the darkness that had engulfed Maya's life. Despite Adam's absence, Maya never spoke ill of him in front of Amara. She didn't want her child to feel anger toward a man she barely knew. Yet, deep down, every smile, every laugh from her daughter was a reminder of the father who refused to see her coming. Maya worked tirelessly, taking odd jobs, skipping meals, and sacrificing sleep to ensure Amara had everything she needed. The struggle hardened her, yet her love never wavered. In her daughter's laughter, she found a strength she never thought she possessed. Meanwhile, Adam's life had continued in a different way. He had built his empire, climbing the corporate ladder with ruthless efficiency, but something inside him had been missing. There were nights he would sit alone in his penthouse, staring at the city lights, haunted by a nagging emptiness he couldn't explain. Money, success, and power had brought him everything he thought he wanted, but never this gnawing void, the part of him that longed for something real, something that couldn't be bought. Fate, however, had a cruel plan. One rainy afternoon, Adam's company hosted a charity event at a local school. Maya, working part-time there, had been assigned to coordinate with the event organizers. She walked in, drenched from the rain, with Amara by her side, holding her tiny hand tightly. Adam didn't recognize her at first. Maya had changed. She was confident, poised, and beautiful in a way that commanded respect. But when his eyes fell on the little girl tugging at her mother's coat, everything shifted. Amara looked up at him, her wide eyes scanning every inch of the stranger before her. "Daddy?" she asked, voice trembling with innocent hope. Adam froze. The word echoed in his mind like a hammer, each beat shattering his carefully constructed walls. His heart raced, mind spinning in disbelief. Could it be? No, it couldn't. Yet, there she was, his daughter, calling him by a name he had long denied himself. Maya's face hardened, a mixture of fear and defiance. "She calls no one that," she said quietly, protective. "You walked away. You have no right." Adam swallowed, words failing him. Guilt, shame, and a desperate longing for forgiveness churned inside. He knelt slowly, lowering himself to Amara's level, his hands trembling as he reached out. "Amara, he began, but the words caught in his throat. Amara's little hand touched his cheek. "Daddy," she said again, firm this time, as if sealing a promise he could no longer deny. Maya stepped back, tears threatening. "She deserves better than someone who abandoned her," she whispered. Adam looked at Maya, then at Amara, and realized the magnitude of what he had lost. Every cold decision, every harsh word, every moment of pride had cost him the one thing that mattered most. He felt a deep ache, raw and unrelenting, that cut through every layer of his carefully built persona. He wasn't just a man of power. He was a father who had missed 3 years of laughter, first steps, bedtime stories, and every precious milestone. In the weeks that followed, Adam tried to earn back their trust, showing up at school events, helping with little tasks, and slowly proving that he was willing to change. Maya was hesitant, cautious, yet she couldn't deny the sincerity in his eyes. Amara, oblivious to the complexities of adult emotions, embraced him without reservation, her love a gentle but firm tether that pulled Adam toward redemption. Over time, Maya realized that Adam's transformation was genuine. He wasn't the same man who had walked away years ago. He was vulnerable, remorseful, and willing to fight for the family he had once discarded. Together, they rebuilt what had been broken, not perfectly, but with honesty, effort, and love. And in that process, Adam discovered a truth he had never known, that love wasn't a weakness. It was the most powerful force in existence. It humbled him, broke him, and rebuilt him in ways money and success never could. The little girl who had once called him daddy without knowing the pain she would cause him had, in reality, healed a wound he didn't know he had. By the end, it wasn't about pride or past mistakes, it was about family, forgiveness, and the relentless power of love. And Adam, standing between the two most important women in his life, finally understood the weight of every choice, every word, every moment lost, and every moment regained. If this story moved you, imagine the countless untold stories waiting to be discovered. Don't let them slip away. Hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Which part broke your heart the most? Stories like this remind us that love, forgiveness, and second chances can change lives forever. Every click supports more emotional journeys, more characters finding their redemption, and more moments that stay with you long after the video ends. Don't miss the next story that could touch your soul. Click now and be part of this emotional journey.